Kicking things off at number 5, we have the CZ75. The CZ75 is a full-size steel frame pistol. I've almost bought this pistol on a few different occasions, and I'm not sure why I never did. It's very ergonomic and super comfortable in the hand, and anyone that picks up a CZ75 will quickly notice how great they feel. I've never been fortunate enough to shoot one, but from what I've heard and read, people swear by how great they shoot. I've actually heard people go as far as to call them the best 9mm pistol ever made. When people make claims like that, it kind of piques your curiosity. The price on these are not all that bad either, especially if you can pick up a nice used one. I'm definitely interested in picking one up in the near future, but that's if I can find one for a good deal. I would prefer to have one in polished stainless though. In the number 4 slot, we have two very similar pistols, so I'm just going to kind of lump them together. The Beretta 92 Compact or a Beretta Brigadier. They are two different flavors of a similar design and all around very comparable. I have a few Berettas in my collection and I'm always open to adding more. I would love to get one of these and customize one as a Resident Evil Stars build, preferably something like Jill's Samurai's Edge. However, I might lean a little more Brigadier because the extra weight and chunk seems to make them smoother shooters. Also, a removable dovetailed front sight would be a godsend in comparison to some of the other fixed front sight Berettas that I have. I've always liked how Berettas look and feel, and I'd be happy with one or maybe even both of these in the near future. I think that either one would feel at home and fit in with the rest of the collection. Moving on to number 3, we have the H&K USP 45. I'm not dead set on exactly what model yet, I just know that I really want one in 45. I've always been interested in the USP series, and that interest has been sparked again recently as I've been shooting a lot more 45. I've learned that I actually seem to shoot it better, and I really don't know why. Ironically, I like different things about each of the USP models that H&K offers, but if I had to pick one right now, based on my research, I would go with the USP Compact Tactical. I feel like the Compact Tactical in particular would be a great suppressor host and also a great sidearm for concealed carry. But I do feel that the H&K USP and whatever model I do eventually decide to go with would be my go-to 45. But please don't tell my 1911 that I said that.
It's okay. Daddy still loves you.
Coming in at number 2, we have an H&K UMP build in 45. Oh man, if things like a Vector are boner worthy, then a UMP is simply a wet dream.
Mom!
In all seriousness, I have always wanted a UMP. I feel like they are the end-all be-all as far as pistol caliber carbines go in 45. I think that they are gorgeous. I feel like one of these and a USP would be a perfect pairing for my collection. They are still expensive, don't get me wrong, but with things like the Gideon Shadow being available, you're no longer just limited to building one from a parts kit or modifying an H&K USC. So this one will be in the collection one day, and that day will be a glorious day. Finally, at number 1, we have the High Point Cannon. This sexy piece of engineering is groundbreaking and will be the new gold standard in the polymer pistol market. No, I'm just kidding. Number 1 for real this time. This pick is probably not expected and it will probably be confusing to most people, but let me explain. Anyone that's watched any of my other videos knows that I have a weird fascination and love for World War II firearms. I have always loved the charm of the grease gun, even just the silhouette of one is iconic. Though they're crude and simple by design, just like the Sten, there is still a level of badassery and a level of history that can't be ignored. I get that these are practically useless and obsolete for almost every application today, especially being semi-automatic, but damn it, I just want one. I've loved and wanted various World War II firearms since I was a little boy playing with G.I. Joe. I wish a company would make a modern, accurate reproduction of one that actually does it justice. The only semi-auto versions you're even going to find, and trust me, I've looked pretty damn hard, are various rare parts kits builds and obscure short-lived runs like the Valkyrie Arms run. Valkyrie actually made a rifle and a pistol version, so I'm kind of cheating by putting it at number 1 on pistols. However, I would SBR this if I had one anyway, so it wouldn't be a pistol for long. Sadly, until someone else makes them, and I'm not confident anyone ever will anytime soon, the Valkyrie Arms Grease Gun pistol will probably be what I'm searching for, and it's what I will buy if I can find one at a fair price. Alright, we're going to talk about a few honorable mentions that just missed out on making the list. Firstly, we're going to take a look at the Glock 21. It's a full-size Glock in 45, and it sounds like a logical leap for most people. However, I feel it's outclassed in almost every way by the USP, so it was just straight knocked out of the running. I may still grab one eventually just to add to my ever-growing Glock collection, but it would have to be a really good deal. Next honorable mention, we have the Sig Sauer P365. When this gun arrived on the scene, they were absolutely mind-blowing. SIG actually has been giving Glock a run for their money as a direct competitor to the 43. It's hard to believe that they're about the same size, and the SIG holds an additional 4 rounds. I think that they're both now some of the best-selling 9mm single stacks on the market. They're both great guns, but I'm just losing interest in small concealed carry guns. Lately, I've actually been opting for more of a mid-size carry option, but still, these two guns are both great, and I'm still even interested in the P365 almost 2 years later after it came out. And the last honorable mention we're going to be taking a look at is the CZ Scorpion. I still really like these and I'm interested in picking one up, but it's just really hard to justify one when I already own something like the MP5. Never say never, but it's just a simple case of there's other things that I really want more right now. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more stuff coming up here soon. And be sure to drop a comment down there to let me know what you've been looking at lately. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.